morning to all Miss and Masters present over here. This is your host, Miss Manvi, in front welcoming you all with deep essence and pleasure for this exciting and unforgettable event. That's right, today we have brought together the finest competitors to battle it out in Viveka Stage 2. As you already know what is Viveka about, you have already witnessed in Stage 1. So kudos for your participation in Stage 1. As you already know, National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the achievements of Sir C.V. Raman. So here I am with some trivia into Sir C.V. Raman's life. Viveka is an attempt by Matrix High School to pay homage to Sir C.V. Raman and his contribution in the field of physics that brought laurels to the nation in the year 1930. C.V. Raman was born on November 7, 1888. But the birthplace of C.V. Raman was Tiruchirappalli, located in today's state of Tamil Nadu. Why so early in education? Have you ever thought a young man bringing laurels in 1930? Why so that? Why? Because C.V. Raman's father was a professor in mathematics in physics. So there was an academic atmosphere holding at C.V. Raman's home. C.V. Raman began his education in the year 1902 while entering into Presidency College in Madras, graduating from BA in Mathematics and bringing gold medal and first place in his class. And simultaneously in 1907 he held MA degree with highest distinction. When talk about his professional career, he entered into professional career in 1929. At that time, erstwhile British government presented a knighthood. Knighthood, it is a title given by the British King and Queen to those people who have revered their excellency in their field. And in 1933, he moved to Indian Institute of Science that is located in Bangalore as head of physics department. Moving further towards the leadership role, in 1947 he was appointed as the director of Raman Research Institute in Bangalore and established various research institutes in the country and provided various kind of fellowship and scholarship programs to various underprivileged kids. Not other than Nobel Prize, in 1961 he was also provided with international recognition in Pontifical Academy of Science where global impact of Raman work was seen. Moving on to further, I would like to invite now Ms. Bhavna Bharti to give more insight into Viveka. So give a huge round of applause for her.
Good morning students. As we are here for Viveka 2024. So why Viveka? Let's have discussion. Matrix is organizing a special program for school children called Student Scientist Program Vidyarthi Vigyan Karyakram to impart basic knowledge in science and technology and their application to the emerging trends of science and technology among the youngsters who are the building blocks of our nation. MHS has chalked out this program to encourage more students to pursue in science, technology, engineering and mathematics, that is STEM-based research career. It is an attempt for the holistic development of the child. So my dear students, in a quiz which is known as Mind Sport, participants compete to answer questions either individually or team correctly. Beyond the obvious academic advantages of exposing the child to new ideas and abilities at the young age, quizzes fundamentally alter how education is provided. It requires students in work in groups, allowing them to develop their teamwork abilities. It is bridging the gap between the academia and industry. Recruiters have discovered during interviews that students are strong in theoretical knowledge but lack in industrial understanding due to the traditional curriculum structure. So, under this Viveka program, MHS is organizing a inter-house quiz which has two stages. Stage 1, Science Mania. Stage 2, Pragya, to foster the scientific knowledge. Viveka will continue to evolve as MHS work to improve students' learning. My dear students, quizzes are intended to encourage fun learning methods while also enhancing general knowledge. They can think outside the box, thus help one gain a broad or scientific understanding of a subject. So once again, I would like to tell you or deliver that why this Viveka program is taken in the great consideration of MHS just to develop the spirit of participation, to encourage the students for wide reading, to develop the cooperation, to explore the knowledge, to develop the sense of searching and inquiry. I congratulate all of you for the successful execution of stage 1, that is Science Mania. Please put your hands together. Thank you. Now, we are going to just initialize stage 2, that is Pragya, which will be having 3 rounds. Round 1, Srijan Jnanam, that is creative knowledge. Round 2, Pratyaksh Jnanam, that is face off. And the round 3, Drishti Jnanam, that is virtual round. So, I hope you all are ready for that. Yes or not? Yes. Curious or not? So let's have our stage 2. Over to Manvi ma'am. Thank you so much.
That was indeed a surreal moment presented to us audience by you, ma'am. Thanks for the same. Carrying the program ahead without any further delay, I would like to announce the winners of stage 1 who had benevolently qualified stage 2. But for this, not like me, I would like to call a special dignitary who have hosted all the Viveka program, and for the same I would like to have your class for introducing Bhavna ma'am for the same. Please give a huge round of applause for her. Ma'am, please. Now I request Foundation Division qualifiers to come to their seat according to their houses called. First, Himalaya House qualifiers of Foundation Division. Please come to your seat. Next, I request qualifiers of Andy's House to proceed to their seat. Moving further, I request the qualifiers of Alp's House to come to their seats. And last but not least, Kilimanjaro House with their participants in the round 2. I welcome you all. So I congratulate you all once again, and now the clock is ticking fast, so we shall be. So I am here to explain all the qualifiers to the norms for stage 2. So I request you to listen it very carefully and patiently, because these norms and rules and regulation will help you to play more, better and easier. But there is a slight change. Can you guess that? From stage 1 yesterday, there is a slight change in stage 2. That is, we have opened a new provision, and the provision is public participation. So what is public participation? Let me explain. All the contenders participating in stage 2, if they are unable to answer any question or they have answered any question wrong, then the audience sitting has the right to answer the question for the same. But there would be a simple norm for the same. By raising your hand, you must answer the question. So let's start regarding the rules and norms for stage 2. Our stage 2 is known as Pragya, and this stage contains of 3 rounds. So have some general instruction, This stage 2 is completely inter-house competition, means it is between the houses themselves. Each house will have 4 participants. Out of the 4 houses, the best performing house will be declared as the winner of the science quiz. There are total 12 questions, that is 4 questions from each round. You have to answer these questions by pressing a clicker. And the most important norm, that each house will be allotted 1 clicker and the team will decide a clicker operator for the same. The total time to attempt each question is maximum 60 seconds. But if all the house participants have attempted that question, then we'll cut away the time in between and we'll move further to next question. The maximum marks for every question is 0.1. There is no negative marking done in the question, but in case if any house member presses the clicker twice, then negative marking with 0.2 will be done for the same house. Clear? Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
So the teams, give a huge round of applause for them. I wish you all good luck for the competition. In the meantime, I would like to invite Alka ma'am to be the honorable reader for today's quiz. So give a huge round of applause for Alka ma'am. Ma'am, please come.
Start with the first question. Which of the following cell organelle is absent in prokaryotic cells? A option lysosome, B option nucleus, C option endoplasmic reticulum, D option all of the above.
Well played, well attempted. Moving on to the second question of round first.
Second question. Which statement is correct with respect to the food chain? A option. Every component of the food chain forms a trophic level. B option. An interrelation between different food chain is known as food web. C option. All the chains formed by nutritional relations is used to understand energy flow. D option. All of the above.
Yes, from the public side.
Third question. Which of the following chemicals is also known as Chinese snow? A option silver iodide, B option potassium nitrate, C option ammonium chloride, and D option sodium phosphate.
Moving on to the last question of round 1 and the question floating on your screen.
Okay, come to last question of round 1. Who among the following discovered laser? A option Marie Curie, B option Theodore Maiman, C option W.C. Roentgen, D option James Chadwick.
be a good speaker, you have to be a listener, and to be a good leader, you have to be a good audience. Now we are further moving to the round 2, that is Pratyaksh Jnanam, that is face off. So are you all ready?
Okay, come to first question. When a girl is born, the ovaries already contain thousands of immature eggs. On reaching puberty, some of these start maturing. One egg is produced every month by one of the ovaries. The egg is carried from the ovary to the womb through a thin oviduct or fallopian tube. The oviducts unite into an elastic bag-like structure known as the uterus. The uterus opens into the vagina through the cervix. What is the site of fertilization in human female? Your options are A option fallopian tube, B option uterus, C option ovary, D option vagina.
So you are basically aware of your bodies, and that shows that you are a good person, a good citizen who are well aware of their body, carrying their bodies well, and thumbs up for the same. Moving on to the next question of round 2.
All living organisms are made up of cells, and these cells perform all the functions essential for the survival of the organism. For example, respiration, digestion, excretion, etc. In unicellular organisms, a single cell carries out all these functions, and in multicellular organisms, different group of cells carry out different functions. Cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He observed the cell in a cork slice with the help of a primitive microscope. Leeuwenhoek, with the improved microscope, discovered the free living cell in pond water for the first time. It was Robert Brown in 1831 who discovered the nucleus in the cell. Purkinje in 1839 coined the term protoplasm for the fluid substance of the cell. Come to question, who discovered the cell? A option T. Swan, B option Leeuwenhoek, C option Robert Brown, D option Robert Hooke.
Really great. A tough competition would be seen. And audience, what's your take? Who will answer this question? From audience? Yes, please pass the mic.
Ma'am, Robert Hooke.
Is it the correct answer? Let's check the solutions. Yes, it's the correct answer. This one is moving on to the next question of this round.
Those reactions in which heat is evolved during the reaction is called exothermic reaction. In such a case, the sign plus heat is written along the product, whereas those reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. In endothermic reaction, the sign plus heat is written along with the reactant. Which of the following are example of exothermic processes? Options are here. A option, reaction of water with quicklime. B option, photosynthesis. C option, evaporation of water. D option, sublimation of camphor.
And yes.
time for audience.
Ma'am, A option, reaction of water with quicklime.
Let's check the solutions. Yes, it's
Nice.
a correct answer.
This one is
Moving on further to the last question of this round, and the question is on the screen.
The lenses forms different type of images when object placed at different locations. When a ray is incident parallel to the principal axis, then after refraction it passes through the focus or appear to come from the focus. When a ray goes through the optical center of the lens, it passes without any deviation. If the object is placed between focus and optical center of the convex lens, erect and magnified image is formed. As the object is brought closer to the convex lens from infinity to focus, the image moves away from the convex lens. From focus to infinity, also the size of image goes on increasing and the image is always real and inverted. A concave lens always gives a virtual erect and diminished image irrespective to the position of the object. Now the question, the location of image formed by a convex lens when the object is placed at infinity is. Options are A option at focus, B option at twice of focus, C at optical center, D between F and 2F.
Solutions, please. Yes, you are right. Option number A at focus. So here we are ending with round 2. Moving on to the third round of stage 2, that is Drishti Gyana, means visual knowledge. And the first question for round 3 is on the flows.
Now, just observe the diagram very carefully and then you have to answer regarding this particular diagram. Just observe this diagram very carefully. Then we will move to options. Yes, Megha ma'am, just move to options. Yes, first option, reflected telescope 1666, invented by Isaac Newton. B option, refraction of light, given by Willebrord Cornelius. C option, kaleidoscope, given by David Brewster. D option, interference of light, given by Thomas Young. Now,
Well done, well played. Moving on to the next question of round 3.
just observe the diagram very carefully. Then we will ask question regarding this particular picture. Yes, Megha ma'am, move to options. A option, solid sphere model, given by John Dalton. B option, plum pudding model, given by J.J. Thomson. C option, nuclear model, given by Ernest Rutherford. D option, quantum model, given by Erwin Schrödinger. Wait.
Moving on to the second last question of this stage 2 for foundation division, and the question is on the screen.
Just observe the diagram very carefully. Yes, Megha ma'am, come to options. A option, unidirectional model of energy given by Lindemann. B option, Y-shaped energy flow model given by H.T. Odum. C option, unidirectional model of energy flow given by Tensley. D option, bidirectional model of energy flow given by Robert Brown.
Last catch for your trophy in stage 2, and the last question is on the screen.
Yes, observe the particular picture regarding this question. Observe each and every detail of the picture, then I will ask question regarding this particular picture. Observe very carefully. Come to
It's time to be a
options.
good audience.
A option, double helical RNA structure given by Watson and Crick. B option, double helical DNA structure given by Watson and Crick. C option, double helical DNA structure given by Delbruck and Crick. D option, double helical RNA structure given by Watson and Crick. Okay. Okay.
Yes, you are right.